Hi, I forgot to record one for last week because I was sick. I was going to include it in this video, but it got deleted. I forgot Cockatrice auto deletes after a certain time, so I'm just going to recap my first match. My first match was against Slogurk, a Lance deck. I lost to Merit Lage a lot. It hurt. Merit Lage is scary. Merit Lage is going to kill me a lot, as you can see in this tournament. The first match I held up sort of well, with Shadow Spear and Grist being a constant cycle of removal, but as you can see here, it's not fast enough sometimes, and this week I battled another Lands deck with a Merit Lage win condition. I think his name is like Turd or something. Anyways, let's start the replay. Hold on, let me just skip through this beginning part. So I was battling Gaolo, also known as Datacorn on most sites. This is Uurg, spawn of Turd. Basically, I never saw this get played in the whole entire game because I died really quick both times. And it's kind of funny how. So, I accidentally drew whole entire deck. We can worry about that later. I kept this hand because it looked kind of good, pretty solid. It kind of made it look like Insect Tribal. I swear to God, it's not Insect Tribal, but I'll also talk at the end of the video what I'm planning to do with my Grist deck. I turn one Mortician Beetle, say, I swear to God, it's not an Insect deck. And Expedition Map and Exploration are out, so I'm already, there's Sylvan Scrying. This is turn 2. Dark Depths, my opponent has, all the cards. So yeah, Grist comes out, Insect Tokens, Expedition Map, Lesian Stage, and basically Merit Lage, Sylvan Safekeeper at the same time. I was pretty much demonstrably dead there. But what I've never seen in Tiny, which is now thanks to Uurg, allowed, is a turn 2 Merit Lage kill. Which you may think, how is that possible? Well, this is how it's possible. Um, Opponent has Nutty Hand, Urborg, Dark Depths, Expedition Map. Looking like another turn 3 kill. I have Urza's Saga. I'm going to use it to get um, Shadow Spear. I'm on the play. I play Urza's Saga, first turn. I play Luxior to get it out. I then play Forest, so my opponent has the Urborg out. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get Shadow Spear set up as fast as possible. Hold on, let me pull up that combo again, because it's a little fast. So here's Vampire Hexmate. Oh my god, I need... So, using Urborg, both of these produce black mana, which is pretty good for Dark Depth. And now we have Vampire Hexmage. Hexmage has attacks, sacrifice Vampire Hexmage, remove all counters from target permanent, which can usually be pretty good for, removal of your opponent's stuff. But god, is it good with Dark Depths. Apparently this is pretty common in, modern mono black Dark Depths, is using Vampire Hexmage. So turn 2, my opponent gets out a Merit Lage, which is kind of scary, but I am going to get Shadow Spear, so I'm trying to get removal off my draw. I don't draw removal, but I get Shadow Spear. I'm like, if I got something like an Abrupt Decay off the draw and the Shadow Spear, I probably could have held off a bit longer, but my opponent did have Crucible of Worlds in hand and Shadow Spear as well, so I don't know how long I would have survived, but in fact, it was kind of scary seeing Merit Lage on turn 2. I thought I wouldn't have seen that very often. Anyways, it's the end of the gameplay because I conceded after that because I had no more removal. So you might be asking, what am I doing with Grist now? Well, this person who beat me said I probably am not going in the right direction with Grist, having less creatures in a mill featuring deck. So, if I can change my window right, this is what I'm planning for the next build of Grist. As you can see, we have a bit more creatures. We have Jadar, Ophiomancer, Tarmogoyf, a bunch of, just Golgari staples. But it's also has, where is the dude? Grim Flare. So there's definitely a Delirium focus now in this new build, which is not going to be in the tournament because, you can't like rebuild your deck each tournament. But we also have stuff like Bitter Blossom, Dread Horde Invasion, Meat Hug Massacre. You may be saying, why are you going to make all these tokens? What's the payoff? The payoff is Contamination Lock. Contamination Lock. With Grist out, Contamination Lock is pretty much guaranteed if you have a bunch of other cards, and you pretty much have constant removal, constant self-milling. Your stuff will grow. And the most interesting part, I think, here is Grist's ultimate can kill your opponent if you got all your creatures in your graveyard or something. If you get to a point of Contamination Lock, you can probably get like a kill with like 10 health left on your opponent if they're like struggling. But we also got a bunch of hand attack, traverse the Ulvinwald, fast mana, baubles, and yeah, like I said, Tarmogoyf. Yeah, Tarmogoyf. Because Grist is a planeswalker and a creature when it dies. Delirium and Tarmogoyf is going to grow at maximum speed. Anyways, that's just the end of this tournament recap. I will probably make a video for the next few matches. Bye-bye.